Yes. But they said, you know, like I always want to find the country. I was just going to show off outfits really much. So I was at a party. Sorry, I was at a party. It was, I had ice cream for the history. It was not taking my shirt disappeared today. This year today. So I couldn't work yesterday. I didn't want to change the shirt just yet. But I can bring my swim trunks downstairs. Like, it's a summer party. I'm in the shop around the house cake falling, but I'm okay. Clothes. I'm a teacher inside. Yeah, I have shorts. I cannot carry out the structure pants. But not see my outfits like this. They have off really look at them. I'm like, it's on. They got duck. Yes, I got I also brought milk. Milk donuts are good. And just like through 18 years, visit service. Okay, so I would go and give up 10,000. I go 10,000 last month. Now it will be my highest yet. I get a difference. I saw this. I always go to the highest I avoid overspending on both ends so that my money never goes out the drain too far and it grows in my own money. It's my net profit to rise. Last month, and now it's happening this month. I can do that. We're not clear with experience. There you go. So that I could evolve. So I can evolve. Evolve into commitments. I'm going to say displaced. Why isn't here? Oh, okay. Well, at least you're not sick. Nope. Guess what? I just brought right. Yes. Seven. Yeah. Yes. I know we hope it's great. Oh, you're more than one. It looks like you're going to celebrate this time unexpectedly. Yeah, I was here to celebrate my birthday unexpectedly. This time, last time, you only gave me a clock.
Good morning, everybody. It's a little after 10:30 already, so we're going to go ahead and get going. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Kevin. We got a couple people in the foyer still coming in too, so it's all good. Everybody has a lot to share this week. That's one thing I'm noticing this morning, which is a good thing, right?
Yes. Everything looks so
Maybe it's the weather.
externally and internally.
Well, welcome to Unity. I'm Michael Kolbeck. And today, whether you are joining us in person or online, we want to welcome you very much, and we're happy that you're here with us today. Is there anyone joining for the first time today that wants to make themselves known? And if you don't want to make yourself known, that's all right as well. I'm looking out and I don't see any unfamiliar faces. So I think we're all good. Unity Center of Des Moines is a place to practice positive spirituality without all the rules and dogma with which so many of us are blessedly familiar with, right? We are a diverse community committed to living a positive spiritual path. We welcome you just as you are, and we realize that each person's journey is unique for them. If you didn't notice as you came in today, there is a welcome table out there, and we have some welcome packets available to you, some contact sheets, some donation envelopes, and prayer requests as well are on that table by the front door. If you would like to be added to the email newsletter or have a suggestion to share, just drop your contact sheet in the prayer box, which is right back here, at the back of the auditorium under that beautiful picture with the orange in it. You can also visit the website at unitydesmoines.com to learn more about the Unity movement. So let's continue the celebration this morning with our first song, God is My Source.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. This is my source. This is my power. This gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. This gives me everything I need. This gives me everything I need. This gives me everything I need. Hey. Susan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. With that last part that we were singing there, peace gives me everything I need. This is an exciting time of year. Lots of things are changing right now. There's lots of activities going on, right? I think there's graduation just coming out of the woodwork everywhere. So people are busy doing their work week and then doing the weekend, trying to get all the things done. And that last statement there just reminded me, when you have a lot going on, that's your cue to slow down.
Yeah.
And breathe, right? We can't do it all the time. All right, announcements for today. There is a typo in the newsletter. So Kirtan and the full moon gong meditation are actually next Sunday, a week from today, on May 31st at 5:15 and 6:30 p.m. That's going to be corrected in this week's newsletter, but we wanted to make sure that you don't show up today for it.
Yeah.
Today, however, at noon to 1:30 p.m., we have the Intro to Unity class. That's going to be led by Vivian. I am assuming, Vivian, that's going to be upstairs. right, in the red room? I think so, okay. Yeah, we'll have the noon, we have the intro to Unity class today, starting at noon, going to 1:30. So that'll be just upstairs here, follow the stairs up, take you right where you need to go. The cacao ceremony, 4:30 p.m. and the new moon and gong meditation. That's already open.
I didn't get that deleted.
Okay, scratch that.
Yes.
I'm gonna make about another thing. Prayer request form reminders and details on the prayer request form. They're always confidential. Again, those prayer request forms are out in the foyer there on the front table as you come in. And you can always make your request on there, and then you can check on there if you also want your name added to the Sunday list that we go through each Sunday here in the auditorium. And just a reminder, prayer does work. We can now accept donations via Square. So if you scroll down to the bottom of the unitydesmoines.com website, there is a link down there for that. And if anyone is interested in serving on the board, we have some changes coming up in November. I think it's the end of 2 or 3 different board members' terms at that time. And if you are interested in serving on the board, if you have questions about what that entails, if you would seek out Carrie England in the back here with her hand raised for those of you who are here. She is on the board nominating committee, and she'd be happy to help you and work with you on that capacity.
And me.
And Liz.
Yeah.
Thank you, Liz. Liz as well.
You were trying to leave me out, so.
Special events this week, the details and pricing, if applicable, are on the calendar at unitydesmoines.com. But a couple of them to mention is Wednesday, May 27th at 7 p.m. We have Greg Tamblin. There's a flyer in the atrium, and there's more information on Greg in the newsletter. Tickets are $20 at the door. And then Thursday, May 28th.
I just forgot. I'm gonna queue up a video from him.
All right.
Just a second.
Are we going to play that video now?
Yeah, we'll keep going.
All right. Thursday, May 28th, a celebration of spirit. This is a healing song circle that we're having. That will be here Thursday, the 28th. Then we have our regular events, which are, of course, on the unitydesmoines.com calendar. And I'm looking at what we've already talked about here. Do we have a video?
One moment.
I know it came out last week in the newsletter. I saw the information on Greg Tamblin here.
Just have to figure out how to get the computer volume on. Upper rows. Hold on. Please stand by. Oh, like that. So.
Please stand by. If you're online, we're still here.
Hold on. Sorry. Well, I'll put it in the newsletter. How about that?
Sounds good. We got a little clip though. This is Greg. That was Greg there. So he will be performing. Sounds like Stevie's going to put a link in the newsletter to that and to that clip as well.
He's super funny. He's creative. It is the best show ever.
Oh, good. So you've seen him before.
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah, he's on YouTube too. Yeah.
Yeah, and those links are in the newsletter
Awesome.
and on the QR code on the flyer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great. So that's Wednesday night. If you don't have anything to do, or even if you had a busy weekend and maybe you just feel like you're
It's
doing
working.
too much, just come and relax and enjoy and laugh. That's what it sounds like for this Wednesday night.
Laughing is good.
Laughing is very good.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody have any celebrations they want to share from the week?
I start my new job on Tuesday.
Yay!
Awesome, Cameron.
I want to get off half day. It took a whole year to preparation to do this, and I didn't get billed caught up. So I'm so happy I got a job starting on Tuesday. So I feel like
Yay!
Great. Okay. Anybody else?
It's Kevin's birthday on Thursday.
It is Kevin.
Seven.
7. Right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Right. Happy birthday, Kevin, on Thursday. Anybody else want to be 27 again?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Go, yes.
Yeah, actually, how about 37? Can I put it?
There you go. We'll go back to 37 as well. That'd be great, you know.
Not until August.
Right.
I know
Okay.
that's all.
You're in August.
Can I have the mic? Mine's- Or actually, could you turn mine on? So if we are Facebook friends, you've seen about Daisy, my dog, and this week I really thought I was gonna lose her. Like she couldn't put weight on a paw. She was peeing blood. Found out she had a tumor. And oh my, but she's fine. She had 3 completely unrelated things that just happened to all hit at once. And all of it's treatable and through the Reiki and positive affirmation prayer. Don't know why my mic's not working. And then I had friends ask me if, like how they could help. And I mean, it's expensive to have surgery and things. And so people donated enough for me to pay for the vet bills.
Oh, how
And I'm
nice.
just like, yep. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
That's
It's gonna be okay.
it's a wonderful celebration.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Anybody else have a celebration from the week? Anybody enjoying the weather? Right. It's been wonderful out. Dennis.
My okra is sprouting out of the ground.
Nice. Very nice.
special moment.
All right.
Our gardener.
And any other celebrations before we move on?
Yeah.
All right, take a moment this week, if you will. If you're having a struggle at a particular moment, just remember that's that moment. And if you need to, think about something that you can celebrate in that moment. That is the one thing we have control over, right? We have control over where we direct our thoughts, where we direct our mind. So if you have those moments, it's a little bit more difficult and you need to feel like you want to shift that a little bit, take a moment and breathe. And then take a moment to say and give thanks for something that you're thankful for. Find something that occurred that day or earlier in the week that was a celebration, and if you can focus your mind on that for a moment. Let's read our statement of faith today. We'll see how good Devin is today. He probably upstairs, all the stairmaster there. All right, here we go. There is only
One power active in my life and in the universe,
The divine source of all life and love.
and the unity affirmation.
Unity of Des Moines
Is a radiating center of the divine light. Mind is to attract its good and to radiate it to others.
And this morning, as we come together in the spirit of oneness, we will go through some prayers that we have on the list here this morning, followed by a time of silence. Just allow yourself to settle in. Let go of everything outside of this space, outside of this place right now. Take a nice inhale in and a nice relaxed exhale. As we lift the following people up in prayer: Elena, Addie, Annabelle, Ben, Brittany, Carla, Seal, Chad, Daniel, Dennis, Dave, Dawn, Jim, Yosana, Jody and family, Julie, Laura, and Matthew. And then all of those who have struggles that we may know nothing about.
And we'll hold those people in our heart and move into the time of meditation. Like everyone, you relax into the chair that you were in, that fully support you. Stevie is going to guide us on a deep dive into expanding abundance in our lives today in the lesson. Let's begin dipping our toes in the water here in the meditation. Take a nice breath in and feel abundant in every area of your life. And as you breathe out, let go of any limiting thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, or habits that inhibit your abundance. Feeling that abundance growing and expanding from your heart. You can feel abundance by trusting in divine order, knowing that all is unfolding for your highest good at all times. You can expand your abundance by connecting with the spirit of prosperity and abundance, the spirit of joy, the spirit of love, the spirit of peace. Just invite those qualities into your heart right now. And then a very important part of feeling abundant is being grateful for what you already have present in your life, all the many blessings and gifts that you have right here, right now. And as you look at those gifts and blessings through eyes of abundance, they continually expand and grow beyond what you can imagine right here and now. So with that in mind, just go deeper into your heart and feel supported by the arms of love, joy, peace, and abundance in the silence. As you gently return your awareness, perhaps just stretch your body a little bit. Rotate your neck in one direction and then the other. Maybe stretch out your arms, being aware of your neighbor, but expanding your arms open to receive all that is yours to receive today and give all that is yours to give. And then wrap those arms around yourself as you bring them in and tell yourself, I love you just as you are. And with that attitude of gratitude, come back fully present in this moment and appreciate everything around you.
Thank you very much for that, Deb. Today, May 24th, the daily word comes to us from Isaiah 66:13. As a mother comforts her child, so I will comfort you. You shall be comforted in Jerusalem. Taking time to remember my loved ones who have passed and envisioning them alive in God brings me comfort and softens the edges of my sadness. When those who care about me reach out to offer me solace, I accept it as the love of God flowing through them. When I remember the good times spent with my loved ones, my heart feels lighter as a smile crosses my lips. These tender moments remind me that God is always with me, even in times of grief. I need not shrink from the pain of loss or busy myself to avoid feeling it. Instead, I lean into the comforting love of God to see me through it. This love lifts me and soothes my aching heart. The power of God within gives me strength to persevere with courage and fortitude. And the affirmation for today, I will state it once, and then we'll all state it out loud together. Secure in the love of the divine, I am comforted. Secure in the love of the divine, I am comforted. All right, and now our next song, I Trust in Love.
I'm thankful, so grateful. I'm one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender, I surrender, I surrender to the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in love. I surrender, I surrender, I surrender to the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in love.
I trust in love. Take a moment and ask yourself the question, do you trust in love? Let yourself sit with that for just a moment. And this morning, Stevie came forward and she shared a wonderful celebration that she had this week for a challenge that presented itself in her life. And she is coming forth this morning as our speaker today to speak to us about embracing abundance.
You'll need it later. And speaking of love and gratitude, Michael, thank you for being the celebration assistant. And thank you, Devin and Xavier up there in the sound booth for running up and down and changing batteries and helping make sure that everything goes smooth this morning. And also our music team that we're blessed with. And the songs today is it Karen Drucker. Those songs are by Karen Drucker. So if you have a streaming service and want to look for some positive, uplifting music like we heard this morning, there's an abundance that she has created. And thank you, Deb, so much for picking the perfect songs every week. To open up here, I'd like to just ask, by raising hands if you feel okay doing that. How many resonated with Rachel's message last week with that communion of every time you take something in that's the God within me? Yes. So it's with that foundation that I'd like to invite everyone to think about the concept of abundance. And when you hear the word abundance, tell me what you think of, what comes to your mind. You can just shout it out. Abundance. What shows up? What do you picture?
Friends.
Friends,
Smiles.
smiles,
Love.
love,
Confidence of being you, and you can for sure achieve anything.
confidence of being you and sure you can achieve anything. Amen.
Smart man.
Abundance. Yes.
I think of it, rather than searching, it comes to you.
Yes.
I picture Dennis's garden goodies.
Right? The garden, how the abundance of how things grow. Abundance.
Life.
Life.
Blessing.
Blessings.
Springtime breaking it all forth,
I feel that deeply. Yeah.
garden and renewal, so.
Yeah.
Abundance of joy for spring and all the flowers and the amazing rain and the nitrogen and everything, just
Abundance of beauty.
expanding.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you get your physical, the food, clothing, housing, all that stuff.
Absolutely. I love all the answers. Thank you for sharing. I also noted nobody said money. And I'm not saying that's good or bad, just nobody mentioned that.
I thought it, but I didn't want to say it.
Okay, so money, an abundance of, and what, so what do you, say the things.
Well,
Wealth,
That's hard.
that's it. Is there any more there as far as like what money can buy or what, just the physical paper or bank account level or
Financial security.
financial security? No. And when I hear that, what shows up for me is lack of worry. Is that what, do I understand correctly when you say financially secure?
Having enough to share and spare.
Having enough to share and spare?
And paying for Daisy's bills,
Yeah, absolutely.
right?
Right, absolutely. That's my personal experience with abundance this week. So what I didn't share is that a peer of mine, a few years younger, died suddenly.
Oh.
And this peer we haven't been close for a while, but we were at one time. And he owned several businesses. He was one of those people that would say, I work hard, play hard. Didn't rest hardly ever and said, he would even say, I'll rest when I die. And he didn't make it to 50.
Oh.
And then, like the next day, I think that my dog is going to die. And I was like, okay, Spirit, my talk Sunday is about abundance. What is going on with all the death? So I truly, yeah, go ahead.
I kind of think that's a good example of it because abundance, we always think of the positive, but that you need both. And without those challenges, you can't appreciate the positive.
Beautifully said the message that I received this week. No, I'm glad that you said that because that's exactly how it came to interpreting. Because at first I was like, okay, this has nothing to do. Did I choose the wrong title? Like, what's going on? Because what my life is up to whenever I speak, it helps me with what I'm going to say. And so as things are happening, I'm going, what in the world? And what Doug so beautifully mentioned is exactly what came to my understanding. It's that knowing within, it's that realizing that no matter what, even if my dog died, I'm going to be okay. I'm not actually without. And I shifted the energy due to some beautiful people and spiritual mentors in my life who encouraged me and reminded me to spend my energy imagining her healthy instead of spending my energy imagining her gone. And how, as I made that shift and as I called out, trusting in the abundance, because I absolutely did have a bit of panic worry, like of not having what I needed to get her the care that she needed so that she could recover. And that feeling, if anyone's experienced that, is an awful feeling. But then I remembered what I've learned from Judy about affirmative prayer, what I've learned from Vivian in our heart-to-heart chats when we work together, what I've learned from various authors over the years about the ability to shift that focus to gratitude for what is, not looking behind or forward, but to use the reminders of how fragile life is for how do I want to live my life today? If today was my last day, if today was your last day, is there anything you would do differently than what you already had planned? And that's not to say I'm asking people to be irresponsible or not do the footwork that's necessary to bring in whatever they need to support themselves or to be available to share, because there's certain steps that we need to take. I'm reading a book right now that talks about the balance between mindset and action, and that only action without the right mindset doesn't get you very far, as does only mindset with no footwork also does not get you very far. But in this book, it talked about how 90% of it is mindset, thoughts and beliefs that feed feelings, that feed energy, that feed frequency and awareness and consciousness. That's 90% of getting wherever you want to go. And the other invitation that I'd like to extend to everyone today, I've been thinking a lot about, is what truly is your motivation? What truly motivates you? Not what someone else tells you should motivate you, not what sounds good to tell someone that motivates you, but what truly is a driving force in the decisions that you make with how you spend your time, how you use your energy, the friends, the people, the animals, the experiences that you invest in, because we all make investments. Financial investments are one, but very important, one aspect. There's also spiritual investments, energetic investments, mental investments, emotional investments. And to think about what motivates you to spend time and energy, because ultimately that is the most valuable resource that you have. With your time, energy, and mental state, everything else comes. And as the song today, actually both songs emphasized, we're vessels having a human experience. The source of everything we experience is the divine, is God. It is the same thing that makes the sun rise, the moon go through phases, and the flowers bloom right on time. And it's the season of the year where we're reminded of that. We went through several months of no green on the trees and no flowers blooming outside. But they were still there. The flowers were still there. We just didn't see them because it wasn't their time to bloom. And the planet does that naturally. It goes through phases and cycles, and looking at the bigger picture, not just what's happening now and looking at it like it's going to be that way forever, but enjoying the now and whatever is, opens us up to receive all that is ours, which is infinite, by the way. I'm learning it, that's mind-blowing, but it truly is infinite. It's not pi,
where someone gets a piece and then someone else gets less of a piece. There is plenty for everyone. What if mindset was abundance is my birthright? How would that impact your life if you're not already there? Do you feel a shift in that belief? And if that statement, abundance is my birthright, if you feel resistance or like, no, it's not, or any kind of pushing away, try this on. Say, what if abundance is my birthright? What if? There's a chance. Or try this one on. I'm willing to practice believing abundance is my birthright. Because it's already inside, just like the seeds in the ground, the cycles that nature goes through. It's already here. It's not, as Laura mentioned, it's not out there, something that we run to go try to get and grab on. In fact, there's many scriptures in the Bible and other spiritual teachings that talk about that's a way to block it. Because in the frequency of want and I don't have enough, everything is vanity. That's what King Solomon said. In the Bible, he was supposed to be the wisest man. His prayer was that he had wisdom, but he never felt like he had enough. And so he just kept building bigger and bigger storehouses, but none of that brought him peace. And at the end of it, he said everything is vanity. And that the most important thing that we can do is to love ourselves and love God, love that divinity. That is where everything comes from. And I personally felt that this week with, I don't know if you can see it on my face or feel it in my energy sphere, but there was a new level of understanding of how loved I am this week and how loved Daisy is from the little videos that I do. Like, people understand that connection with a beloved animal, and people gave what they could. I wasn't begging or like guilt tripping anyone. They just asked me, can we help? And I was like, well, this would help. And then all this support flooded in. Thank you. That's what I have to say to that. Thank you. Yes, Doug.
I'm sorry, but
Go
you
ahead.
just said, that took humility. And I wonder how many times we let our pride get in the way of an abundance because we won't accept it.
And because we're forgetting that we're not the source of the abundance, that we're taking care of.
It's very hard for people sometimes to accept what's coming and they turn it away.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm glad that you're sharing, and I want you to share because you're also showing that the messages that we need show up when we're ready to hear them in the environments we're in. But we have to have the willingness, the teachability, the humility to receive the message. Which, when I chose this title, I thought that's what I was going to be talking about. I thought I was going to be talking about ways that we glorify being without. The environment that I was raised in, there's a scripture somewhere in the Bible that says that, it's easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. Now, what I've come to understand now that I've lived some life and I've been on my journey, is that it is true if someone clutches onto the acquiring and they have no trust or understanding into what the true source of that supply is, that they will block the spiritual wisdom and understanding that will give them peace
and love and joy in their life. They just stay in a place of the hamster wheel of going, going, going. And that's all that they ever experience. I've watched it happen. So now I understand more about, or that is my understanding of what that scripture means. It doesn't mean that being spiritual means you're poor, as far as not having food, clothing, shelter, the supplies that you need, the experiences that bring you joy. That is not what that scripture means at all. So to look at, get real with yourself. What are your motivations, and where might beliefs come from thoughts that we think? So what is the thought pattern currently that may be keeping you from being able to receive? And I'll tell you another thing that came up this week is I had someone, I think I'm checking in like if it's okay to share this. It is okay. So the same person that reminded me to check my attitude, to imagine her healthy and vibrant, also told me, don't tell anyone she's sick. It came from the same person. So in that, I listened, I received the think positive and imagine her well-being, but it was too big of a burden to not share. And I had to share in order for people to realize what I was going through to be able to show up for me. And so this person, after seeing that, said, I learned a lesson from this experience, because he saw me share, and then he's like, you have a lot of people in your circle. And I was like, yes, I do. And they're all really cool, and they all love me, and I love them, and we're connected to source without having to be the same. We get to have our own thoughts, experiences, and beliefs and motivations that aren't in comparison to anyone else. So that illustrated to me that our messages from our answers, let's say our answers, the answers that we need always appear when we need them, always. All we need to do is be receptive to receiving that answer. And sometimes the source that gives us the answer may also give us bad advice. So we get to choose what we're going to take in, what we're going to take action on. And I no longer live my life by dismissing someone because of some factor that I see that doesn't fit a checklist that I have in my mind as someone to listen to. And it's gotten me a lot of really great answers. So I'll offer that to you. I've also read recently that when you're thinking about who to listen to, look for someone that is experiencing having what you want to have, that has also been where you are. Because they know what they're talking about in real life examples, not theoretical. And that's not to say some of the theories can't be applied in real life, but really look at someone. Are they living the life in the vibe that I want to live? Is that what I want? And then where have they been in their journey? And that reminded me of a scripture where Jesus said that by my fruitages, you will recognize my people. And then he goes into the fruitages of the Spirit. So that's scriptural as well. To look at, is this how I want to show up in the world? And what are the things they did? What are the daily actions that they took that helped them get to that place? I'm asking what's next. Something else I've learned and I've heard from others about being open to receive is being willing to give. Because if we're just willing, if we're just take, and build, but then we're not willing to show up for someone else, then it's like a glass that's full of water and you just keep pouring water in and it can't actually hold any more water. But if you have community, if you have causes that resonate with you, that you believe in, and that flow is coming, and you fill up a whole bunch of other empty glasses, then none of that flow is wasted. You still have all you need, and you're able to spread it. And that's where Deb's comment about enough for ourselves and enough to share, which PS is also scriptural. That be our goal. So those are some invitations of things to think about. I truly am in awe and gratitude for ways that people have shown up for me this past week. And it is my intention to continue on this path of service and curiosity and humility as I understand it, recognizing that all we need is already here. Our job is to open ourselves up to receiving it. Thank you very much. Yes. Oh,
And. do you-
and
And. Do you realize that your service has to do with your abundance, right? So like.
yes,
you're
yes.
tapped,
Yeah, exactly.
but you received,
Yes.
but also because you're giving and you're.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. That is how I felt. I felt like it was validation that the path that I've chosen, which is a lot of surrendering and a lot of showing up and being able to do the hard stuff, feel the hard things, that it showed up. And sorry, because you just inspired something else. My relationship with my body. Body fat is abundance. It is, because it means you have enough food that you can store it for later, right? So I just decided to look at my body. I'm like, I'm freaking abundant. So with that, I will turn it over
So Steve,
to what?
Steve, does that mean then when you let it go and you share with others that you're losing weight from sharing it with others?
I mean, for real, you're not eating all the food or sharing the food.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's something to think about. Yeah, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. That's a wonderful message there. Thank you, Stevie. Appreciate it. This morning, if you would like to share your resources with Unity of Des Moines, now is the time and opportunity to do so. We'll be passing around the basket here in a moment. We also accept donations via Venmo at Unity-Des Moines or through our website, unitydesmoines.com. And our congregation is community supported. And we have faith that whatever we need will be provided. So whether your contributions are physical, financial, energetic, and or spiritual in nature, we offer this affirmation.
I infinitely abundant, divine love through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I thankfully acknowledge the divine source.
When everybody talked about abundance, nobody brought up power. And power is like energy. And a long time ago, man learned how to build a fire. And from then on, it became a whole big thing. And this is a song that was written almost 50 years ago for a No Nukes concert. And it was, you got to understand that the words were written before Chernobyl, 3 Mile Island, Fukushima power plant problems, and even before people knew there was even climate change. So I'm going to sing it's a song by John and Joanna Hall. It was written for a concert sung by an all-star cast. And I'm not really the all-star cast, but I'm going to try to do the song the best I can here. And I changed the last chorus, but I decided I'm going to sing the very last chorus like it was written. So here it goes. Give me the warm power of the sun. Give me the steady flow of the waterfall. Give me the spirit of all living things as they return to place. Give me the restless power of the wind. Give me the comforting glow of fire. Give me the spirit of all living things as they return to place. Everybody needs some power, I'm told, to shield them from the darkness and the cold. Some may see the way to take control whenever it's fought and sold. We are only now beginning to see how delicate the life and balance of nature can be. So we've got so much to gain, so much to lose. Every one of us has to choose. Give me the warm power of the sun. Give me the steady flow of the waterfall. Give me the spirit of all living things as they return to place. Give me the restless power of the wind. Give me the gentle glow of fire. Oh, give me the spirit of all living things as they return to play. The limits of her ways have been defined. We really don't want to cross that line. There's no time to change our ways. If together we can say, give me the warm power of the sun. Give me the gentle flow of a waterfall. Give me the spirit of all the living things. They return place. Give me the gentle power of the wind. Give me the comforting glow of a fire. But you can take all your atomic poison powers. Take all your atomic poison powers. Take all your atomic poison powers away.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Oh, excuse me. I like that song, so I'm a little lost right now.
Yeah.
We dedicate this offering to do the work of the Spirit of Truth through the people of Unity Center of Des Moines, and we
Are grateful.
and that will lead us in universal agreement.
Stand up and join me. Repeat back. I offer you peace.
I offer you peace.
I offer you love.
I offer you love.
I offer you friendship.
I offer you friendship.
I see your beauty.
I see your beauty.
I hear your needs.
I hear your needs.
I feel your feelings.
I feel your feelings.
My wisdom flows from the higher source,
I just love the highest source.
and I salute that source in you.
And I salute that source in you.
Let us work together for unity and love.
Let's put together for unity and love.
Well, that concludes our service for today. Thank you very much, everybody. I invite you to get up and join in our reading circle. Every time we do this, it reminds me of Whoville.
Whoville?
It does, because we all start swaying back and forth.
Yes.
The light of the divine surrounds us. The love of the divine enfolds us. The power of the divine protects us. The presence of the divine watches over us. Wherever we are, the divine is, and all is well.
Right, thank you, everybody. There is an abundance of snacks. In the community room, there's an abundance of love available here today. Taking one another. It's an education. What's our good for you? Some hugs or healing. We can have chairs on the side.